Hopefully you have some good news for us,
I
though,
know.
Bill.
I'm going to start there because, yeah, CPS Energy decided to change codes on this. Typically, code green means we're good to go, right? But they upgraded it to a code yellow. We're also going to talk about Idalia, a new forecast track, which is showing some good news for some West Coast Florida residents. But let's begin with that code yellow. CPS Energy now asking, and this was changed just a few hours ago from green to yellow, that you can serve up until about 9 p.m. tonight. Turn the thermostat up a little bit. Hopefully you're not going to have to use large appliances. Here's another something to consider. Tomorrow is an ozone action day. Spare the air of emissions if you can. If you've got to refuel the car, if you've got to cut the grass, try to do it early in the morning or late in the afternoon. Spare the air of the emissions. Remember, ozone, good up high, but bad nearby. And keep that in mind. Now that we're all back in school, a lot of the kids for recess, if you have a kid that suffers with asthma, 2 of my daughters, make sure they've got their inhaler and they've got that signed form for the school district that they can have it, because if they're going to be outside tomorrow afternoon, ozone is not good, and especially for a little asthma sufferer. All right, 97 on the thermometer. 97, we'll definitely take it. North and northeast wind at 5. But look what happened here. First time, and I looked this up, since June 9th that we've had temperatures this low. June 9th was the last time we were at 73 in the morning, 66 this morning in Kerrville. What a nice morning. Now temperatures this afternoon, 93 at Bernie, 96 Randolph Air Force Base, pair of 9s at Castroville, 98 Lackland, 99 Stinson Airfield, but New Braunfels at 101. And Pearsall-Cotulla both at 100, but Del Rio, they take the prize with the hot 102 at this hour. Radar pretty clear for San Antonio and most of Texas. Showers reserved and even a thunderstorm or two deep South Texas. Just the last of that little disturbance that rolled through. But we've got another one. Even though we've got a lot of dry air, which is going to be the battle this disturbance goes through tomorrow, we do have a chance of igniting a few showers and daytime heating on Wednesday. It's a minimal chance. Right now I'm going with 20%, and that's because of what the model just showed me. Watch this. That's not bad right there. One quick moving disturbance tomorrow afternoon in heating, and we could get a couple of isolated showers. Again, 20% chance. Temperature-wise, we won't be as comfortable tomorrow morning. Probably right back up to the mid to upper 70s before highs will go closer to 100 by about 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Hurricane Idalia is strengthening quickly. Now a Category 2. By the way, Franklin, which will not make landfall, thank God, a Category 4. Very strong storm out there in the Atlantic. All right, here's Idalia. Now getting into some deeper water and also some hotter water. The other part of the equation with this is limited winds aloft. See, we're not into our full El Nino. El Nino typically supplies a 35 to 40,000 foot air layer with high wind speeds. Well, that's not the case right now. Those winds at that elevation are pretty light. That's the perfect environment for this storm to rapidly intensify, and that's what's happening, and it's still going to happen. The water's still very warm, riding up this western coast of Florida. So as Idalia moves farther north, she's expected to go to a Cat 3 by overnight tonight. Wednesday, 1 a.m., 150-mile-per-hour winds are expected just before landfall. Now, let's talk about landfall. And by the way, this is not just Florida storm. It's going to be southern Georgia, South Carolina, and go back out to sea as a tropical storm. Close-up view, and I'm going to show you Horseshoe Beach. So this was the change on the cone of uncertainty. It's being lifted to the north, and it's really getting narrowed. So national hurricane forecasters are saying this is a real good bet that we're going to see it between Cedar Key and St. Mark's, somewhere around Perry or Horseshoe Beach. Coming up tonight at 10, I'm going to be doing a live phoner with a young lady in Spring Hill. They're not evacuating. They're going to ride the storm out, and we're going to talk to them. Remember, it was less than a year ago, Ian hit the west coast of Florida, dislocated Fort Myers. All right, 100 with that isolated shower tomorrow at 20% chance. 102s for Thursday, Friday. Those will be the hottest days on our 7-day. And then it looks like we'll just kind of hover right around 100 degrees as we begin September. Labor Day weekend is coming, and this is the record we're going for, Alana.
What is it?
We're at 61 right now. It's the #1 spot. You know, if we're going to suffer in the heat, we might as well break records. Right? We might as well take something home.
I enjoy that optimism.
Might as well get the hardware.
Yeah. But what's the hardware, though?